And a good afternoon to you from Champion Christian College. Today on YouTube, it's Tigers basketball as your ninth-ranked Champion Christian takes on the Randall Saints. Hi, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. Saints coming in 2-11, 1-8 on the road, and 0-2 in Southwest Region play. The Tigers are 5-9, 4-3 at home, 4-0 in Southwest Region play. And our old friend is back, Jesse Bird, in his first season with the Randall Saints. Let's meet his starting lineup today. It's number 0, Eli Riley. Number 3 is Boog Lewis. Number 3, Dion Mukes. Number 23, Weston Arms. And number 35, James Thomas. Now for Mo Capacey in his second season and your Tigers. It's number 0, Marcus Blakely. Number 11, Keyshawn Scott. Number 12, Zoe Capacey. Number 13 is A.J. Williams. And number 14 is Braylon Hawkins. The Saints, as I mentioned, just 2 wins so far to their season. They are coming off a loss on Tuesday at Baptist Bible, 99-79. Meanwhile, your Tigers, last Thursday, they won by 11 against Kansas Christian, 87-76. Tigers outshot the Falcons 48% to 37%. They also had 6 blocks in that game. Braylon Hawkins led 4 players in double figures. He had a double-double with 20 points and 10 rebounds. For the Saints and Tigers, 2 teams relatively familiar with one another, and last year the Saints won both meetings, although this is really for reference only. Last year, Randall won 81-72 back on January 22nd in Moore, and then 77-69 the Saints won on February the 6th in Hot Springs. Saints have won 4 of the last 5, but as I mentioned, this is a bit of a misnomer because this is essentially, I guess you can call it a rebuilding project for Jesse Bird in his first season, taking over for our old buddy Mark Barakoff, and some injuries, some players leaving. It's been a reshaping of things for the Saints. So just 2 wins to their credit. Tigers at 5-9, trying to stay perfect in Southwest Region play. This is Lewis on the wing now as Randall controls the opening tip. Riley swings it right side. Now it comes back to Lewis. Lewis for 3. Grazes the rim. That's all. Capacey's got the rebound. So here comes Champion on their first possession of this game. Blakely on the wing. He'll fire a triple. Missed that one short. Keyshawn Scott, the offensive rebound. Got doubled up. Back out to Blakely. Here comes Braylon Hawkins looking underneath for Scott and maybe trying to do a little too much there. The Tigers turning it over on their opening possession. So both teams don't scratch on their first attempts at it. Some rescheduling, this game happening a little bit earlier than we expected. The Randall's women's team, I believe, they're done for the year. We got notice last night that they had canceled their game with Champion, and it's my understanding that there will be no more games for the Saints women's team here in 2022. We got a foul called as Braylon Hawkins crashing the glass. He's got 47 offensive rebounds coming into play here this afternoon. That's first in Division II. He's third with 96 defensive rebounds, and that offensive rebound is going to lead to some free throws for Braylon Hawkins, 64% on the season. And he swishes in the first one to put the first point on the board. Got them both. So 2-zip in favor of the Tigers here in the opening minute and 20 seconds. Chris Shima, glad as always to be with you here this afternoon. One of our finales. We've got a few more live streams for the Tigers. With all this rescheduling and everything, it's hard to keep track as Arms buries the triple. So Weston Arms for 3. He shoots just 24% from behind the arc. A lot of guys who are going to get A lot of extra playing time, though, for Randall, as I mentioned, with some injuries and things like that Jesse Bird's been dealing with. So Tigers trying for the offensive rebound on that miss. Slow start for Champion here in the early stages, and it's 3-2 Saints. That bucket no good down low, trying for the offensive rebound. The Saints, that's Thomas. And finally, after it was batted back, Braylon Hawkins collects. Keyshawn Scott had it deflected, taken away. Outlet goes to Riley. Riley scoops it up and in. So good start for the Saints defensively. And Champion a little bit out of sync offensively. A.J. Williams into the forecourt. Blakely back to him. And that's just lazy passing right there. And good defense again by the Saints. Here's Arms, blocked by Scott. Nice defensive play there by the Tigers. Now Keyshawn, extra pass to Williams, and Williams got tackled inadvertently by Lewis. So we played about 3 minutes, 5-2 in favor of Randall. They're racking up some fouls, though. That's their third, I believe, already. And this is a team that goes only 7 deep right now, as I mentioned, with those injuries and reshuffling. So they have to sub as Zoe Capacey buries the triple. And we are tied at 5 apiece. I believe it's Micah Moss into the game. I have to check on that. Yeah, that is Moss. As the Saints answer right back to make it 7-5. Williams into the forecourt. Here's Hawkins, top of the key, 4-3. He's been shooting the ball well. 28 3-point makes. He's top 10 in Division II. You don't think of Braylon Hawkins that way, but he's actually 7th in Division II with those 28 3-point makes on the season. Baseline shot is up and good for the Saints to make it 9-5 as Randall with a good start here in this one. Nearing 16 to go, just about 4 minutes in. Williams, pass deflected again. That zone defense for the Saints. This time it was Moss off the bench with the steal. Thomas can't get it to go. Tip for the rebound. Hawkins has it. Hawkins is tripped up. Again, Saints going to have to be a little bit cautious here with the over-aggressive nature. You like that as a coach, you know, guys scrapping, but at the same time when you're only 7 deep, you don't want to get in the foul trouble this early on, and I believe that's already their 5th team foul. Kyle Malone into the ball game. Malik Laurent also checking in, and we got a clock issue here. So they join Blakely and Williams and Capacey as the 5 on the floor right now for Champion. Capacey over to Blakely in the corner. Malone for 3. Contested shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Mukes. His pass deflected. Blakely has a steal. Just 5 on the board so far for the Tigers, trying to figure it out on this end of the court with 15-13 to go in the half. Blakely for 3. Can't get it to go. Laurent, the offensive rebound. Capacey thought about it. Now Williams will settle down. Malik Laurent, top 10 in offensive rebounds off the bench for the Tigers. He averages 2.5 a game. Braylon Hawkins is 5th with 3.4 per game. And Laurent is 10th. Here's Mukes for 3. Can't get it to go. 14:48 left to go. It remains a 4-point lead. Blakely scoops it up and in off the glass. Into the forecourt, Mukes. Here is Riley. Back to Mukes, corner 3. No. Capacey, another rebound. He'll throw it ahead for Malone, who will chase it down. Out now to Williams. Thought about the three. Capacey, Laurent goes through his hands and deflects it off of Thomas and out of bounds. Or correction, off of Mukes and out of bounds. Timeout on the court. We're going to step aside, just underway, and the Tigers are down by 2. We'll be back. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. Still Tigers basketball. A.J. Jenkins into the game out of that timeout. There's a look at the schedule. So as of right now, as Kyle Malone quickly off the inbound ties us at 9 apiece. As of right now, our games next week on Friday will be the final games that I'll be with you for. I know the Tigers had Southwest Adventist planned for earlier this week, and then that was postponed. So that will be played on February 10th. Unfortunately, I'm already booked that day, so I won't be able to do that makeup game, but the guys here will stream it at Champion. You'll just have to do your own play-by-play and notes and research and stuff. It's on you now, I guess. Mukes gives Randall the lead back at 10-9. But I will be with you one more time at least. I know the women's team's trying to add a game. D'Anthony Ellison told me that yesterday, so we'll see maybe if I can do their game, if they're able to add one in. But at least one more time, we'll chat again on Friday for the College of Ozarks doubleheader at 5:30 and 7:30. Here is Williams taking it to the wing. Williams splits 2 defenders, and he got tied up. Jump ball going to be called, and the possession arrow will keep it with Champion. Shot clock goes to 20. It was down to 10. Now Williams will inbound. So Williams, the lone starter out there with Jenkins, Laurent, Malone. I mistaked myself as Capacey's also out there, and now A.J. Williams buries the triple. We talked about Braylon Hawkins' three-point makes. That's the 27th three-point make for A.J. He is 8th in Division II in that category. Randall trying to answer back, and they do. So briefly, Champion gets the lead. Saints get it right back, though. Saints just 1-8 on the road this year. Kyle Malone turnaround. No. Put back by Laurent. No. Laurent, another offensive rebound. Out to Jenkins. He'll attack. Back to Malik. No, but he's fouled. That might already be 7 now on Randall. And it's going to be a long first half at the free throw line. Opportunities for easy ones here for the Tigers. Malik Laurent on the season is not shooting great from the free throw line, but he gets that one to go. Josh Stevens into the ball game. He'll replace James Thomas. So Laurent looks good on those two. Champion back up. Slow start to this one for the Tigers, but they do have a 1-point lead. We've played another triple. That was Mukes again, making it 16-14 as Randall goes back on top. So we've played about 7.5 minutes. A.J. Jenkins. Malone. Those entry passes at the free throw line, I mean, Randall's reading those so easily, and the Tigers keep trying to force that play to happen. That's going off Laurent, too, so Randall's going to get an extra possession. Good deflection by Stevens there for the Saints. Laurent tried to tip it now. Stevens now Moss. It's a screen from Mukes. Gets it to Mukes now on the wing. Shot clock is at 10. Mukes was held. So Foul going to go on the Tigers, trailing by 2, 12-12 left to play until halftime. Nice cut. Bucket, no good, but foul going to be called on Keyshawn Scott, who's back in the game. And that'll send Arms to the free throw line. Weston Arms, 78% free throw shooter. This is a Randall Saints team that's giving up on average 87.6 points per ball game. Now, they started 0-8, and they played a lot of NAIAs, that Campbellsville, Harrodsburg team that we saw earlier this year was there. And they beat Randall, and there were a few other NAIAs in the early part of the season. So, like Champion, looks can be deceiving sometimes when you get back into region play, but it's been tough lately as well for the Saints. Moss pass deflected. Riley, his pass is tipped by Laurent out of bounds. 11:37 left to go and a 4-point lead for Randall. We're going to get a timeout here. So we'll step aside, nearing 11:30 to play until halftime. We'll be back after this. That's me, Chris Shima, glad to be with you. 11:30 to go. Inbound goes to Mukes, 15 on the shot clock for Randall. Nice little cut there. Is that Riley, I believe, down low for the 2? Good start for the Saints. Leading by 6 now, their biggest lead. A.J. Williams is back in. Laurent remains out there. Williams from deep, and he's feeling good today. That's a bad sign if you're a Saints fan. A.J. Williams starting to heat up. 17.9 points per ball game. Here's Arms for 3. Airballed it. 11 minutes to go. Jenkins flies to the forecourt. Scott dunks it. And Randall, slow getting back on defense. Cementing their shoes. Nice job by the Tigers capitalizing on that. This is Riley, I believe, hanging and scoring. Williams into the forecourt. Jenkins. Malone to the baseline, to the cutter. Scott. Keyshawn Scott back-to-back buckets for the Tigers. One in transition. And then nice post moves there. Now AJ's got to steal. 3-on-1 to Jenkins. Oh, the pass off the mark, and it's an offensive foul. 3-on-1. Sub for the Saints, Boog Lewis checking back into the game. He'll replace Micah Moss. Lewis is the only player remaining on the team as of now, averaging double figures at 14.5. Arms back to him. Lewis right at the midway point here in this first half. And a deep 3 by Mukes. Can't get it. Williams into the forecourt. Skies it to Jenkins in the corner. Bounce pass now to Scott. Extra pass down low. Laurent dunks it home, and Champion goes back on top. Malik Laurent with a slam dunk. That shot way off. Here comes AJ. Bounce pass to Scott. He's behind the defense again. That's the second time Keyshawn Scott's blown right by the defense, and a late whistle and a foul called here So Keyshawn going to have an opportunity for an old school three-point play. And let's take another look at this. He just kind of runs a post route almost. Little hesitation and go. That's a football play right there by Keyshawn Scott. You kind of see him at mid-court there. He held up, just kind of stutter-stepped a little bit, gets the three-point play. Champion now with its biggest lead at 4. Lewis into the forecourt. Arms. Lewis clears some space, buries the 3. Got a good one on hand here. 9:04 left to go. And a timeout is called. Once again, it's a full timeout, so we will go away. Come back here in just a moment. So again, that's the upcoming schedule. We'll be with you again on the 28th. That's on Friday. Have that doubleheader, assuming it happens. The way things are going lately, you never know. I've had more than my share of games between all my clients that have been either canceled or postponed or rescheduled or whatever. Tigers clinging to a 1-point lead with the basketball. A.J. Jenkins surveying against the zone. The Tigers trying to get it into Hawkins, who's back out there. Jenkins cut off. Back out Williams for 3. Missed it short. Jenkins, what a tip. Right to Braylon Hawkins. A.J. Jenkins gets the attaboy on that possession. Into the forecourt, it's Lewis. Thomas on the right side. Riley back to Lewis. Now Mukes had it deflected out of bounds. Let's see if we could take a look at what A.J. Jenkins did there as Randall gets set to inbound it here. So there's the shot. Then A.J. good position, and he just tips it to his buddy. Nice play there. Back to live action now. 8:19 left to go. Taz Glover in for the first time, guarding Riley. Shot clock at 8. Arms back to Riley for 3, and that's going to go out of bounds. Tigers get it back. They've led by as many as 4. Randall has led by as many as 6. A.J. Williams, top of the key, takes it left of the lane. The runner, no. And is Hawkins in position for the rebound? They say no. In fact, he's called for a foul on that rebound attempt. Lewis attacking. Nice offensive rebound. Mukes, the putback, no, but he's fouled, and he's doing work against Braylon Hawkins, who's upset with himself. Braylon Hawkins just picked up 2 quick fouls. 7:47 left to go. Deion Mukes. He's been perfect at the line so far this season. Let's see if he can stay that way. Capacey in. Kyle Malone will come out. Haven't seen KJ Quarter yet either. Wonder if he might be hurt or what the deal is. Usually he's into the game by now. KJ Quarter, the addition in the second semester as he transferred in. That's the third time that play has been blown up. And attacking is Mukes. So Randall back up by 1, 29-28. A.J. Williams is fouled. Mukes is the guilty party. And Champion's in the bonus. Moss, are they not in the... They have to be in the bonus. There's been at least 17 fouls. Well, I guess not. I thought for sure the Tigers are in the bonus. Doesn't matter what I think, though. Williams over to Hawkins on the wing. Capacey running the baseline. He's out of your screen. Nice cut by Hawkins. Rejected by Thomas. What defense today by the Saints. Lewis attacking. Lewis throws it up short. Scott with the rebound. 6:50 left to go here in the half. Randall by 1. Hezzy and go by Williams. Capacey extra pass. Taz Glover attacks. Hangs. Blocked but fouled. And our old pal Jesse Bird can't believe it. Saying it was all ball. Instead, much like my opinion, Jesse Bird's opinion doesn't count either. So Taz Glover goes to the line. He's shooting 64%. Good to see Jesse get an opportunity. Talked to him a little bit yesterday. Said he's really happy to be back in Oklahoma City and happy for him and his family for that. Jesse, for those of you who don't know, was kind of my main point of contact for Champion for a long time. Going back to when I did the ACCA tournament in Joplin, Jesse was usually the one that I would connect with, whether he was coaching or not. He was just the one that I had developed the relationship. When he left here, I said, I wonder if my days with working with Champion are over. Obviously not, but for a minute there I was like, well, I don't know. D'Anthony knows me pretty well by now. Mo's gotten to know me a little bit. Maybe they'll have me back. With Jesse, I knew it was guaranteed. Tigers coming up empty. We're going to get a jump ball called here, but the possession arrow favors Randall. Stuck on 28 right now, the Tigers. They have been scoring with ease in Southwest region play. Attacking is Lewis, and he's fouled right at the 6-minute mark. So this is what you want if you're Randall. You know, giving up 88 points a game, opponent shooting 47% from the field on the season. They're getting a lot of hustle plays, though, and they are making it ragged, and Champion is a little bit out of sorts offensively. They've shown moments, though. They've shown moments, and if the Tigers can get on the run here, separate themselves a little bit, then things become a little more interesting. But right now, Randall, credit them. A short bench, and a lot of their top scorers from earlier this season either hurt or gone. And they're putting in the work. They're doing those little things. You're seeing that Jesse Bird impact on this program already here in his first year. Braylon Hawkins, double team, shot it anyways. Saints get another stop. Lewis flies into the forecourt. Lewis attacks again. Missed it short. Taz Glover, nice box out and board. Taz now flies into the forecourt. Swings it out. Capacey, 4-3. Yes! And we are even Steven at 31. So Capacey, his second three-pointer. Man, just his three-point shooting has improved so much. He's up to 35% now. He was in the 20s, I believe, last year. Moss gets it to the cutter. Mukes, he's stripped. Second possession now, nearing 5 minutes to go for Randall. Boy, Moss was determined to shoot there. Came up empty. Another offensive rebound. Arms for three, no. And now what? Another foul is called. If it's on Hawkins, it's going to be his third. Free throws for Randall, so Braylon Hawkins, a frustrating first half for him. He'll sit down. Taz Glover also out, so it's Blakely and Laurent checking into the game. Front end of the 1-and-1 is no good. Blakely on the wing. Blakely gets it back now. Jenkins. Blakely will shoot the three. I had a coach tell me once, if you can shoot the three against the zone, your day's going to be a lot easier. Double dribble called there on Marcus Blakely. So Keyshawn Scott got the offensive rebound. Now Riley checks back in for Moss for Randall. Kyle Malone returns for the Tigers. This, of course, Jesse Bird knows Champion very well, knows a lot of these guys, especially guys like Capacey and Williams and Hawkins, who have been with the program for a while. So Capacey out on the run. Tigers get the turnover, and they get the lead back, 33-31. Both teams pretty active defensively. It's been a good defensive game on both sides. Lewis, step back three. Defender left him. Why? 34-33. Randall back up. Jenkins now top of the key. Here's Blakely. Same spot. Stop it. Just stop trying to do that play. It's not working, guys. It's the fourth time, and that almost led to a turnover. The previous three did lead to a turnover. Luckily, Champion gets bailed out with a foul, but there's a guy. It's usually Hawkins. It was Scott, I think, another time. That time they tried to get it to a wing player at the free throw line, and the zone just is collapsing on it. They're reading that. You got to come up with something else, boys. It ain't working. A.J. Jenkins at the line. Laurent tips it in over the defender. So Malik Laurent turns a missed free throw into the lead back for the Tigers. Just past 3.5 left to go until halftime. Another turnover for the Saints. Kyle Malone with the steal. Malone turns on the Jets and scores. That's more like it. Kyle Malone's been quiet today, averaging 12.3 against his old team for the first time. Kyle Malone played at Randall last season. That was Moss, I believe, fouled. Micah Moss going to go to the free throw line. Both teams in the bonus. I don't know why I have such trouble seeing Randall's jersey numbers. But it's worse with the women's team. Even when they're still, I can barely make it out. They call lane violation. Boy, Mo Capacey is going to get a lot off his chest at halftime. He is fired up. I don't blame him. It's been an ugly game at times for the Tigers here today. Still, they're up by 2. But a lot of mental errors. So Malone gets the rebound. Blakely into the forecourt. Runner off the glass and in. Marcus Blakely in transition off a make. Gets it to go. Here's Riley into the forecourt for Randall. Arms over to Mukes. Mukes pull up at the half circle. Got it to go. Yeah, he's a pure scorer. Dion Mukes. Jenkins attacks again. Banks it from the left side this time. So he tried it from the right. Now he's got it from the left as well. Here comes Moss into the forecourt. Scoop over to Arms for three. Capacey the rebound. Bounce passes it full court to Jenkins. Can't get that one, but he's fouled and will go to the line. So this matches Champion's biggest lead of the game. Randall's led by as many as 6. So it's been pretty tightly played. Jenkins gets the first one to go. A.J. Williams back into the game, so they're going to take out Laurent and go small here. James Thomas is not in right now for the Saints. He's their big. Mukes is pretty tall too, but he's more, I don't want to say Brandon Ingram tall because it looks like he's a little more filled out than B.I., but he plays that similar game like KD and Brandon Ingram. And so he's big, but plays more the forward. That 3-ball off. Jenkins throws it ahead to Blakely. Swings it out to Capacey. Capacey, defender, was running at him. Unselfish play. Good ball movement for the Tigers. Jenkins hangs and scores. Man, AJ is really heating up now. 44-37, minute 35 to go until the half. See, this is that run I was telling you about. Tigers offense starting to get cooking. Mukes trying to answer. He does. And the foul. Dion Mukes going on line for an old school three-point play. Keyshawn Scott back in. Blakely going to sit down. So we haven't seen much of this small lineup this season for Champion, due in part to foul trouble as Braylon Hawkins picked up 3 fouls in this first half. Old school three-point play is complete, so Tigers take their biggest lead at 7, and just like that, it's cut back down. And just like that, A.J. Jenkins says, I'm pushing it right back out. How about the first half for A.J. Jenkins in double figures now? Minute 10 to go. Champion by 6. Mukes from the elbow. That was blocked. Kyle Malone got the block. Out on the run, Scott. Ooh, wild pass. Second fast break that has looked wonky for the Tigers here today. And all this nitpicking by the commentator, Champion's still up 46-40. They'd be up double figures right now. Easily, if some of those early mental errors were avoided. Sometimes you got to win this way, though. It's a long season. Mukes for 3, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound controlled. Ball never hit the rim, so shot clock at 6, and now Randall stepped out of bounds. So 3.7 the difference between the game clock and shot clock, but long season, sometimes you just have days where you're going to throw it to that free throw spot, whether they deflect it and steal it every time. You have that kind of day sometimes as a team. Tigers still looking good. Now Kyle Malone for 3. Can't get the bounce, and a foul called. So Hawkins is back in. He got bumped on the rebound attempt as he had position. Good call by the officials. Braylon going to the free throw line. I mentioned his three-point makes. He's 7th in Division II with 28. He's also got 97 field goal makes coming into this afternoon. That's 5th best in Division II. 64% free throw shooter at the line. Off on that first one. Now here comes James Thomas back into the game for Coach Bird. So Hawkins gets 1 out of 2. Champion matches its biggest lead of the half. Now last shot time for the Saints. Lewis will walk it up. So some guys in foul trouble back out there for Randall on this last possession. Lewis is going to attack, and that's through the hands of Thomas. Oh, I think they might have hit Lewis with an offensive foul. Yeah, they did. So Tigers got 3.1. I don't like that call if it's a turnover. That happened the other end and earlier in the half on Champion. They called an offensive foul on a turnover. I think if it's a turnover, just let the foul go, especially if it's a blocking one, because those are arbitrary. Williams for three, contested shot. Good defense by Riley, but the Tigers regroup a little bit, close the half strong. They take a 7-point lead against their old buddy Jesse Bird and the Randall Saints. At the half, it's 47-40 Champion with the lead. We got a 15-minute halftime break today, so we'll step aside. We'll come back here for all the second half action in just a little under 15 minutes. Don't go too far. Welcome back to Champion Christian. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. 47-40 Tigers with the lead. It was frustrating at time in the first half for the Tigers, but Champion able to take their biggest lead into the locker room. They start with the basketball here in this final 20 minutes. Nice ball movement there as Blakely can't get it to go in the lane. So Tigers coming up empty, but nice looking possession out of the half. See what the Saints got in them. This is a team that goes just 7 deep right now for Jesse Bird. Thomas, couple of fakes. Banks it off the glass, gets it to go. Randall led by as many as 6 if you're just joining us early on in that first half. The Tigers controlled most of the momentum down the stretch into the locker room. Hawkins in a bit of foul trouble in that first half. Nice cut. Oh, nice pass by Hawkins and the cut by Capacey. So Zoe gets 2. Opening minute. Lead back to 7. Both teams successful on their opening possessions. Moss getting the start here in the second half for Coach Bird. Pass deflected by Scott, and he saved it. I thought he might have been out of bounds there. A.J. Williams can't get it, but it's tipped back up and in by Blakely. Tigers now up by 9. Danger time here for Randall. Got to stay strong here if you're the Saints. Here's Arms. Thomas. Banks it off the glass and in. Keyshawn Scott. Capacey. Drives on the baseline. Pass deflected. Mukes into the forecourt. Mukes into the circle. Throws it out to the corner. The 3 by Moss, I believe that was no good. Thomas put back too strong. Braylon Hawkins throws it over the head of Jenkins. It's saved, or by Williams, excuse me. It's saved by Scott, though. So here come the Tigers. Hawkins. That's a Capacey for 3. Not that time. Made his first 2. Now Blakely over the back called for the foul. 2 minutes, 7 seconds into the second half. Tigers by 7. And they get the first foul of this half. Issue with the clock, I believe, has us held up there. So Tigers start of a back-to-back at home on Friday. College of Ozarks at 7:30. That Southwest Adventist game we thought we were going to have is now going to be on February 10th. Nice hanging bucket again by Mukes. He's a good player. Randall's got some signs here. Came in 2-11. Lost 3 in a row. Williams floats it up. 17:23 left to go in the ball game. Just settling in here in this second half. Both teams cooking offensively. There's Arms from Moss. Now Mukes. He's going to try it. That was blocked by Scott. Keyshawn Scott with the rejection. Capacey bounced past to Blakely. Out to Scott, who he thought about it. Instead, Williams. Capacey back to A.J., and his pocket is picked. That was Arms on the... he's got the basketball. I believe that was Moss with the steal. Now Arms turns it over. Blakely, or Scott, excuse me, gets it back from Capacey. Then it was saved. Helter-skelter, and not always pretty right now. So 16 and a half left to go. Tigers slow it down. Against the zone. That was a kickball. They don't call it, though. Randall takes it away. Underneath, Thomas with the one-hand jam. So, 5-point game. Randall bench. It's not deep, but they're loud as they erupt. Williams. Yes, the mid-range. 4 minutes into this second half, A.J. Williams has shot the ball well here today. Moss cut off. Riley over to Mukes. Catch and shoot by Moss for 3, too strong. Thomas the offensive rebound, flips it up and in. Nice footwork there by James Thomas. He's from New Orleans. We saw Dillard University last semester from New Orleans. I've just finished my big pot of rice and beans that I made the day before that game. The last of the leftovers was eaten up yesterday. Braylon Hawkins gets the steal, and the reverse bucket is good. Muke's looking for a foul call. 15:09 to go in the ball game. He brings it into the forecourt. Mukes attacks. So Mukes gets the whistle he was looking for on the other end. They're going to say not in the act of shooting. So Mukes is looking for free throws, but instead it'll be an inbound here. Second team foul on Champion. Mukes will back it out now. Shot clock at 12. Hangs in the air off the back iron. Thomas trying for the rebound. Laurent tips it. So Malik Laurent and A.J. Jenkins. Kyle Malone also in as Malone gets it to Scott, who scores. 9-point game. Did we get a technical foul called? Maybe a delay of game warning. I'm not sure what that issue was, but I know I heard white. That was all I heard, though. 14:36 left to go. Champion by 9 again, matching their biggest lead. No team has led by double figures. Keyshawn Scott playing a great game. 4-on-1. Keyshawn to the hoop, no. Kyle Malone, clean up, no. Boy, we've seen 2 3-on-1s, now a 4-on-1 come up empty for the Tigers here today. Pull up by Mukes, no. Laurent tries for the rebound, it's stripped, and Arms scores. Timeout by Randall. So we'll step aside as well with the Saints down by 7 to your Tigers. We'll be back. We hit a little hiccup. I'm sure you saw it there with the internet. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you at the gym. So hopefully that doesn't. We don't mind when it happens during a timeout. Nearing 14 minutes left to go. Tigers by 7. Kyle Malone with it. Jenkins had a great first half attacking the basket. He goes again and scores. A.J. Jenkins. They cannot stop him at the rim. Mukes, Thomas, catch a cheap 3 by Riley, can't get it to go. Here comes Williams into the forecourt. Malone for 3, no. Saints chase down the rebound. Extra pass goes to Moss. Moss waits. Ooh, they're not going to count that basket. Fouled on the floor. College basketball is so stingy with continuation. So it'll be Riley to inbound it. 3 team fouls on Champion. Riley over to Thomas for 3. Got it to go, so he's got that range, we find out. James Thomas came in shooting 25% from 3. And I'm guessing it was probably something like 2 of 8 or 1 of 4 or something like that. Not a ton of looks out there, but he's got the range. Malik Laurent on the reverse. Boy, we saw a defensive battle for the first, I'd say, 15 minutes of this game, and the offense since that time, and certainly here into the second half, has really picked up both sides. I'd have to go back into the game itself. Champion was stuck on 23 for a while. That's not what I wanted to do. Back to live action. Riley rejected Malik Laurent, his 28th block of the season. Laurent, 2.3 blocks per ball game, leads Division II. He's third overall with those 28 blocks. Here's Thomas. Now Mukes. Riley. Back to Thomas. The face-up. Airballed it. Jenkins pulls down the rebound. Here he comes. Kyle Malone on the wing. Back to AJ. Williams thought about the 3. Fakes it, drives in, and traveled with the basketball. 12:24 left to go in the ball game. 8-point lead for Champion. Randall gets it off the turnover. The Saints 2-11. They lone 2 wins came back-to-back on the 30th of November. They won at Ozark by 30. And then 1st of December, they won by 21 at Barclay. Thomas for 3, hit one earlier. Chases down his miss. Gets it to Arms for 3, no. Offensive rebound by Riley, I believe. Got it to the cutter, Thomas, who scores. So they started 0-8, the Saints. 0-3 since those 2 wins I just mentioned. Hanging around with the Tigers, though. Malone in the corner. 11:43 left to go in the ball game. No KJ Quarter today. Williams for 3 off the side of the rim. Mukes going coast to coast. And he draws the contact. Couldn't get the bucket, but Deion Mukes will get a couple free throws. Foul starting to rack up for the Tigers. That'll help Randall stay in the ball game. Mukes stays perfect at the line. Braylon Hawkins in for Malik Laurent in this 5-point game. Randall will be home on Tuesday against Bacone. Friday, they'll take on Kansas Christian. So 1 out of 2 at the line. Here comes Champion. Still maintaining a 5-point lead. Scott, quick pass to Hawkins, triple teamed, and using his size and athleticism to fake everybody out. Nice bucket there by Braylon. Lead back to 7. Mukes hangs off the back rim. Ripped away by Williams. AJ flies into the forecourt. Alley-oop, Scott, no, but it's cleaned up by Malone. Champion matches its biggest lead. 10:47 left to play in the ball game. Tigers by 9 again. And that's going off. Randall out of bounds. Yes, it is. Nice defense there. Ball pressure works for the Tigers. Hawkins top of the key. AJ Jenkins out on the wing. He can shoot the 3. He's been looking to attack more today. Got caught in the air, though. So Mukes steals it away. Here's Arms for 3. Got it to go. So every time the Tigers get it out to 9, Randall makes a play. Jenkins out to Hawkins. Kyle Malone splits the zone, attacks, and an offensive foul. Right at the midway point, another foul on the Tigers. Saints get a stop. Mukes across the timeline into the forecourt. Randall yet to win a Southwest Region game. Champion trying to go to 5-0 in the Southwest Region. They get another steal. Malone to Williams. Williams got hit, and he's going to the line. 9:41 to play in the game. We've mentioned the early season goal and the challenge for Mo Capacey to his team to hold opponents to under 40% shooting. So far, opponents shooting 48%, but just 41% now in 4 Southwest Region games. Opponents are 116 for 280 in Southwest Region games coming into play this afternoon. So it's an 8-point game now. Some shuffling will set the lineup with 9:41 left to go. I think we're going to see mostly Mukes, Thomas, and Arms, at least those 3 guys, consistently for Jesse Bird. He's also brought back Moss, as Mukes can't get the 3 to go. Williams gets the rebound. I think Riley is still out there as well for Randall. Keyshawn Scott, Zoe Capacey is in the game. Fires a 3 long. Mukes another rebound. So Scott, Capacey, Williams, Hawkins, and Malone right now. Nice reverse shot there. 2-possession game now. Again, Randall hanging around here. 8:49 left to go. Plenty of time in this one. Still a lot to be decided. Williams into the lane. Ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Saints. Tigers are third in Division II with 9.5 3-point makes per ball game. Capacey's got a couple. Williams hit a few in the first half. For the most part, they're looking to go to the rim here in the second half. Kyle Malone out to Capacey. He'll try a triple. Yes! Tigers match their biggest lead of the afternoon. It's 9 again. 8:35 left to go. Both offenses picking up here in this second half. We'll see who can lock down defensively. Get out of here with a win after this timeout. That's me, Chris Shima. Glad to be with you. 8.5 left to play here in this one. And Tigers trying to lock down defensively, push this out to double figures for the first time. Right now, Champion leads by 9. Mukes and Randall has had an answer every time they attack. Malone stripped them. Thomas gets it. Down to Mukes. Banks it off the glass. Every time the Tigers go up, Randall has an answer. I don't know how many wins the Saints are going to get with 7 guys on the roster. It's like I said in the very beginning of this one, Kyle Malone misses the 3. It's going to be a little bit of a rebuild, which we're not used to seeing from the Saints, of course, contending for national championships for so many years. But Jesse Bird has his team playing so hard right now. And at times, like there, while Champion was standing around, guys like Thomas outworking the Tigers. And, if you're a coach and you're asking a lot of guys who normally wouldn't get regular minutes and they're putting in that kind of work for you, yeah, you're 2-11, but you're smiling happy after every game. So Capacey steps left, buries the 3. And credit to Champion, every time Randall kind of works themselves back, the Tigers do push it out as well. Now Arm's trying to answer back. All right, opportunity now for a double-digit lead here for Champion. What a move. AJ came up short, though. Rebound to Mukes. Mukes pushes. Corner 3. That was Riley, I believe. Apologies if I'm wrong there. Braylon Hawkins, the rebound. Williams over to Malone, to the cutter. Hawkins goes behind the back and can't get the bucket, but he's fouled. You know what? For the move, though, just for the move alone, let's run it back. Why not? We got all this beautiful technology. Look what he does here with that behind the back play. Oop. I love it. The big guy. We got another timeout, 6:42 left to go. We'll step aside once again. Welcome back, everybody. Braylon Hawkins will be at the line. We've got 6:42 to go in the game. Champion has led by as many as 9. Randall hanging around. Tigers trying to go up double digits for the first time. And they'll have to hope to settle for 9 again. They will. 76-67, the palindrome. Mukes has had a lot of the basketball for Randall. Catch and shoot 3 is good. That's Riley. Every single time there's an answer by Randall. Tigers just can't quite put him away. Capacey tries to answer back. Mukes another rebound. Here come the Saints again, down now by 6. Blakely, Capacey, Laurent, Hawkins, and Williams. That's the 5 on the floor. I believe we're going to have a foul call. I didn't see the action there. Those of you who don't know, I call the game from Chris's bunker in Greenville, South Carolina. Short rest for Thomas for Randall. He's back in. Boog Lewis also returns. We haven't seen him for a good chunk of this second half. That's why partly Mukes has been handling the ball so much. Lewis, as I mentioned in the first half, lone player left on the roster for Randall who averages in double figures in scoring and Champion getting close to sending Randall to the bonus if they haven't already. I believe the officials are asking about that right now, and it will be free throws. So a 1-1 for Boog Lewis from Las Vegas, 70% free throw shooter. Averages 14.5 points per ball game. Kyle Malone going to check in the game. I think we might have lost somebody. Somebody might have fouled out. So front end is good. Just like that, Randall can make it a 4-point game. Just seconds ago, it seemed like Champion had a chance to go up 10. So credit the undermanned Saints. They are hanging around. And they have a chance to really pull off an upset here against 9th-ranked Champion. Williams thought about it from deep. 5:40 left to play. Bounce pass back to Blakely. Swings it back now, AJ. Oh, I thought he was going to shoot it. Capacey instead throws it out of bounds. That possession was rough. Lewis now. Thomas top of the key. Back to Lewis. Guarded by Capacey. Lewis trying to clear some space. Now here's Mukes. Mukes face up 3. No good. Not a great position for Randall either. Good defense by the Tigers. Capacey. Here's Williams. Takes it left side. In the air, toss to Blakely. Now back to AJ. Defender went for the steal, and that left AJ open. 4:47 left to go. 78-72 Tigers. Tigers' opportunity to go to 5-0 in Southwest Region play. Mukes between the circles. Arms hands it off to Lewis. Shot clock down to 9 for Randall. Mukes, correction, Lewis gets a screen. Now Arms has to hoist. It's an air ball. Hawkins the easy board. So back-to-back, really nice defensive stops. Williams top of the key. Blakely on the wing, nearing 4 to go. Malone, couple of fakes. Got it to go. So 4 minutes left to go. I believe we have another timeout. We'll step aside. Saints basketball, inside 4 to go. Chris Sheeman, glad to be with you. Randall down by 8 again after cutting it to 4. Lewis, nice moves. Couldn't get the bucket. Ball batted out. Extra possession for Randall. Mukes on the wing. Guarded by Blakely. Mukes gets a screen from the elbow. Blakely did a great job there, staying with him, fighting through that screen. That was masterclass. AJ Jenkins swings it out. Malone for 3. No. Kyle's been off today. Braylon Hawkins, though, another offensive rebound. Jenkins to Hawkins. Yes. And Champion takes their biggest lead of the afternoon. afternoon now, 82-72. Timeout Randall, 3:08 left to go. We're coming back. Well, Champion fans, you know I have a cat, so if you want to look at a bunch of cat videos and stuff, there's how you can get. That's pretty much what my social media is these days. It's links to my broadcast and cat stuff. I'm going to be the best old cat lady there ever was. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. Down the stretch we go. Tigers starting to lock down. Mukes trying to keep his team in it. Blocked by Malone, but they say a foul called. So Mukes is going back to the line. Mukes is really trying to will his team. Champion is off again until Friday. They'll take on College of Ozarks. These days, I like to add the qualifier, we hope, at 7:30 on Friday. Mukes 1 out of 2. Williams the rebound. Malone stripped. Did he touch it last? Yes, he did. 2:47 left to go. Randall trying to cut into the lead again. They've gotten it as close as 4 here in this second half. Champion's been, I wouldn't say comfortably ahead, but they have been consistently ahead. Lewis to the cutter. The reverse no good. Offensive rebound. Thomas blocked. Tigers get another stop. Blakely attacks. Blakely scores. Tigers by 11. It's Champion's game to lose at this point. If you're Randall, you got to pretty much play perfect now. Thomas gets a much-needed bucket there. They have got to get stops now. 2:07 left to go here. Williams will run some clock. Shot clock at 15. So inside 2 to go now. 8 to shoot. AJ attacks. Throws it up and in. Circus shot by AJ. Lewis trying to answer quickly. That's been consistently an offensive foul this afternoon. It's a block here. That has been consistently a charge today. Not anymore. Did they count the basket? Yes. So a chance now for Lewis to make it an 8-point game. And he does. They just won't go away, will they? Again, credit to the Saints. Still going to take a lot of work for them, but even if they lose this one, they got no answer down low for Braylon Hawkins. You love the fight in these guys. Lewis. Oh. Hold on, Mr. Broadcaster. We're not done yet, says Randall. And apparently, since both teams have unlimited timeouts, Jesse Bird gets another one. 1:20 left to go. We'll step aside and come back. So Champion with the basketball here. Minute 30 to go. Tigers, it's still a 3-possession game. Now, when does Randall start to foul? Uh-oh. Okay, we're okay, folks. Minute 9 left to go. I think inside a minute you start to foul. Kyle Malone blocked. And it's going to be recovered. Here comes Randall. 3-possession game. They're not done yet. Lewis hit a big 3 moments ago. Airballs that one out of bounds. Now you got to extend the game here. It's going to be a 3-possession game no matter what happens here if you foul. Boy, I'm real surprised they're not on the ball right now. Real surprised they're not fouling here. Still a 3-possession game, but they're letting Champion run clock. A.J. Williams going to go right to the hoop and draw contact, and that's not what you want. Again, in terms of possessions, it doesn't matter because it's going to be a 3-possession game no matter what happens here. But if you're going to commit a foul, don't do it with your opponent having 13 on the shot clock. Do it with, around 25, 26. So AJ can make it 9 now. AJ hits this one. It's all threes. Bombs away if you're Randall. 36.3 in a 3-possession game and a 9-point game now. You've really got to get it from behind the arc. Oh, they called a blocking. Are you kidding me? Kyle Malone can't believe it. I don't normally do this to the officials, but we're running this one back. I was just saying, don't foul. Now look at this. Oh, no. No. Very ticky-tack. There might have been some contact. I'm not saying that maybe he didn't touch him slightly, but come on. Jesse Bird must have signed the checks when he was at Champion for the officials. He was the one who delivered the checks back in the day at Champion. He's getting all the calls now that he's back. I love it. That was bad, y'all. That was just a bad call. But, like Rasheed Wallace says, ball don't lie. Well, ball kind of lied there because Mukes got 1 out of 2. Now, Randall got to get on the ball and foul here. Again, they're not fouling. Very interesting here. There's really no time difference. So A.J. Williams going to go to the line. Tigers are going to win this one. And assuming that there's no... Are we not over the limit here? I thought we were over the limit. Apparently not. So A.J. gets it in the backcourt. He can run a few more seconds off. Now he's wrapped up again. Oh boy, they still have to foul. That's only their 5th. So they got to do it one more time still. Boy, that's all the more reason earlier on to be fouling as quickly as possible. Jesse Bird, of course, keep in mind he's only got 7, so he's kind of shuffling guys in to save those fouls. So Williams now, that's the 7th team foul. So AJ at the line for a 1-and-1. And that ran an additional 5 or 6 seconds off the clock. Malik Laurent will come into the game for Champion. So Capacey's going to go out. So Williams back at the line. Front end of the 1-and-1 is good. Now he can make it a 4-possession game. I mean, it's all extra sprinkles on the donuts right now for the Tigers, but this would make it impossible by the laws of physics. Still a slight chance here for Randall. And the 2 is fine. If you're Champion, you'll live with the 2 because it's still a 3-possession game now. And another quick foul is committed. Nope, I believe we have another timeout. So we'll step aside one last time. Tigers on their way to a 5-0 start in Southwest Region play. We'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. Chris Sheeman here with you. Another foul going to be called. Got an inadvertent horn there. So Capacey, I believe, is going to be at the line. Just a few seconds remaining in this one, 8.5 to be exact. So Zoe's at the line, 78% free throw shooter. Tigers going to go to 6-9 on the year, win their 5th in 8 tries at home, and stay perfect in Southwest Region play today. And again, all credit to the Saints. Jesse Bird making the best of it right now at Randall, but it's Champions Day. 6 seconds left to go. Going to the hoop is Mukes, and he'll tack on a couple points, and that'll do it. 93-86 will be your final. Saints are 2-12, 0-3 in Southwest Region play. Tuesday, they take on Bacone at 4 o'clock at home. Meanwhile, we'll be with you again on Friday for Champions' next game. It'll be a doubleheader against College of Ozarks on the 28th, 5:30 and 7:30. Come on back for that one. Once again, your final, it's Champion 93, Randall 86. The Tigers 6-9, 5-3 at home, and still unbeaten in Southwest Region play at 5-0. Thanks for watching, everybody. My name's Chris Sheeman.